Today on Will Bake for Food, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious brown sugar buttercream.
Only food for me. Food.
Welcome back to Will Bake for Food. Today I'm going to show you how to ramp up your standard American buttercream by adding just a little bit of brown sugar and making it a brown sugar buttercream. You can find a full list of instructions and a full set of ingredients on my Will Bake for Food blog. Now, let's get started. The first thing you need in any standard buttercream is butter. I have my butter pretty soft here. It's been at room temperature for about an hour or so. I'm just going to put it in my stand mixer and break it up with my normal stand attachment just until it starts to coat the bowl just a little bit so I know it's ready to be creamed. Now, I'm lucky and I have this paddle attachment that has a silicone scraper on the side of it. If you don't have that, you can totally do it with your regular beater, because what that will do is you just have to scrape down the bowl. I'm going to get rid of all that butter off of there, and then go ahead and stick on my scraper beater here. It's a little noisy. Once the butter is fluffed for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, just to kind of break it up and make sure it's all, ready to go. What I'm gonna do is wipe off all the excess here, okay? And then I have a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar that I'm gonna actually sift into this. Now, the reason why you're like, well, why did you pack it then if you're gonna sift it? But because of the moisture in the air, you're gonna find clumps that are in there, and just discard those because you don't need to worry about that, okay? Now, put your beater back in, and what we wanna do is beat this for about 3 to 4 minutes. And what it's gonna do is let the sugar crystals and the molasses that are in the brown sugar kind of dissolve into the butter. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll be back and show you what it looks like in about 3 to 4 minutes. So it's been on medium speed for about 3 minutes, and what I have now is just a paste, right? And you don't really want to taste this, but look how fluffy it is. It's almost like if it were a Swiss meringue. It's got just like a nice fluffy texture to it, and a lot of the granules of sugar have dissolved. Not all of them will go away, and the buttercream has a little bit of a crunch to it, but if you're putting it in the like a cake pop or something, which is what I'm going to use this for, then it has like that little bit of crunch, and it's very delicious. So, okay, the next thing we want to do is put in our spices. And I like to use a teaspoon of vanilla, just here, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now you can totally omit the cinnamon, but you really do need the vanilla for sure. Okay, and then just mix that for about 30 seconds or so. You can smell that cinnamon in there, and it really smells delicious. Okay, now I'm gonna take my bowl completely off, scrape down my bowl just to make sure that all of anything that had collected on the side of the bowl is gone. And you can tap off your beater a little bit here. So now we have to add the confectioner sugar, which is the thing that makes buttercream a little bit more sweet and dries it out just a bit so that it can be spread and all that stuff. Because right now this would just glop on there and it wouldn't really work very much. And it tastes a lot like butter. So we need the sugar out of the confectioner sugar to make sure that it doesn't just taste like butter. So I have 2 cups of confectioner sugar that I've sifted already, and you have to sift it because it gets moisture in it. It doesn't matter where you live, you're gonna have a little bit of moisture, and it will need a bit of sifting to get all of that out of there, okay? I'm just gonna put about 1/2 of this in right now over the bowl. And then go ahead and mix about 1/2 of it in just until it gets wet. On slow, otherwise it'll go in your kitchen. Now we can dump the rest of it in. Slowly again. Once all the moisture has been absorbed, turn it on medium-low speed for a couple of minutes just to let it fluff back up. Alright, so it's been a couple of minutes here, and I want to show you what it looks like here. It's brown because it's brown sugar, but it's got that fluff back to it. Alright, so if what you needed to do was put this onto a cake, this is way too thick to put onto a cake. So this is the point where you could add 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk just to thin it out just a little bit, so you could pipe it or something like that and it would hold a great shape. I'm going to use it for cake pops, so I don't need to do that. I want it to be a little bit more sturdy like it is right now, but it's rather thick, and that's how you make your standard brown sugar buttercream. Thank you all so much for watching We'll Bake for Food.